Hey, I'm Daniel from Aarn Packs, and today we're going to take a detailed look at the Mountain Magic 50. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in for a bit of detail here. You can see we're starting off with the bare canister attached. We sell separately a bare canister strap. And just to show you here that we've got the attachment points for this to hook into on the side there. And if I spin this around, you can hook into a handle with this big hook, but we also have a special little loop sewn in for that point. That way this handle is free for grabbing and lifting up, when you're doing that multiple times a day. The pack itself is basically 50 liters together. We're not talking about all this extra volume on the outside, but we've got 43 in the pack, and this pack also comes with the multi-balance pockets, and there's 7 in there, so you get a 50-liter volume. Like I said, then you get a little extra bonus in the side pockets as well, in the front pocket. The fabric we're using is Robic. It's a 70D ultra high weight molecular polyethylene. So that's the white lines in there, creates that ripstop or gridstop. Then on the bottom of the pack is the same material, but in a 210 weight, so nice tough material for the bottom. We also use that on the bottom of the pockets as well. Just working our way down, the design's been updated a little bit, so this pocket is internal. It's just good for if you want to just put something that you want to keep separately. Then you've got that little pocket there. There's a little key hook in there as well, just keep some extra gear. The attachment points have been updated as well. So what we use is these blue loops of webbing. There's 4 on each side, there's 4 on the bottom, and you can also use the across the front here going from here to here and here to here as well for our attachment system. So again, separately we make some ski straps and some snowshoe straps, and they just have a little clip on there that opens up, and you can drop into those attachment points. And so you throw on your ski straps and off you go, or a set of snowshoe straps. So those can then go across the front of the pack like that. But mainly on a pack like this, you're going to use your Lasso lock system. This pack comes with 2, and they work as our tensioning system. So if I tension this down, that's going to do your compression. And then for holding gear in, we've also got this little loop that we design in. So if I open these up, that creates our lasso, and that's great for keeping gear in place when you drop it into a pocket. So you can drop it through that loop, like your fly rod or a set of tent poles. When you tension that down again, it creates that locking mechanism to come up Loctite against the gear, and so it'll just hold it tight when it's in the side there. We sell these as a set of 4 as well, as a separate item. So this pack comes with 2, but you can get another set of 4. So say if you want to throw a mat across the bottom, then you can do that with some extra lasso locks. Working our way down still, we have our ice axe loop on the side here. This comes with 1 ice axe loop, and then we have 2 corresponding hooks at the top though. So you can go ice axe there, or you can drop in some trekking poles as well. So perfect for doing some poles in the back pocket there. So we've got that tensioning hook system in there. You can also use these from the side pockets as well as the front one. So if I drop this in the side here, then you can also use those hooks. We have left this unfinished at the end on purpose, so there's no plastic piece there, so that you can easily field repair these, and also if you just want to take that off and leave it at home. So say you're only ever going to put an ice axe on the one side, and you can just undo that knot and take it off and leave it at home, or field repair if you ever break or damage it. The front pocket and side pockets have been updated this year to have more volume and to have a greater depth. So perfect for throwing in your Z poles or your tent poles. So they've got a lot of volume to them. We've also added a tensioner there, so we tension those up and hold things in place. You also obviously have the lasso locks that you can use at the top there. Again, this is unfinished. The idea is we've got this as field repairable as possible. So if I open this up here, there's a little window that we've built in so you can get to the knot. So again, if you break that, easy enough to fix on the fly. Like I said, we've added greater depth to these pockets, more volume. You can see on the one on the wall here, there are 2 1-liter bottles in the side pockets there. Right, so if we move on to the pockets at the front here, this pack, as I said, comes with these pockets, the multi-balance pockets. And I'll just show you while this is on the system here. We have a side tensioning system for these pockets, and we've removed that system from the hip belt and made it an independent system. We've done that for a couple reasons. One is that we found that half of our users don't use it. It depends on your body size and how your body shape, where those pockets sit. And so some people like to have this on the side and it just pulls the pockets to the side a little bit, and other people don't need it. So we've removed it from the hip, being sewn into the hip belt, and that way you can take it off and leave it at home. Or if you use it and you love them, then it also makes it a bit more field repairable. So you can get a new set of these if you catch it and break it, or they're quite easy to undo that elastic and thread a new piece in as well. So you can do that on the go. There's 2 attachment points. There's one on the back of the hip fin and one on the front of the hip fin down here. But I'll show you that in a bit more detail in a little bit. All right, so then if we take a look at the pockets themselves, this mesh pocket at the front here has been increased in volume and in depth. Makes it a bit easier to drop a phone in there. You have the elastic across the top here, but you also have this pocket tensioner system that we've added. So you can tension that down. That means that you can drop some gear in there and it's not going to go anywhere. We've also made that so that if you're not using it, again, you can take it off, leave it at home. So we have an unfinished knot at the cord lock end there, and then another knot there so you can take it off. Or it's quite easily field repairable. So that's great. New feature this year. Then we've also added to one of the pockets attachment tabs. There's tabs there, and we've also included a crossbody sling. So this is going to come with your pocket again, so you can take this with you or leave it at home. It's your choice. But what it does is simply hook into the top there. That clips closed, and then that turns your little pocket into a pack. You can do a crossbody sling with it, like that, or you just use it as a little shoulder bag. You can even, it's big enough strap and adjustable that you can use it as a bum bag as well if you want to. Right, so let's then take a look at the back panel. So we just grab this pack here. I just threw a mat on here so you can see that you've got the straps at the top, then you can do that. All right, so we turn this over. Let's have a little look. We use a perimeter frame that goes around the outside edge here, and that allows us to have a ventilated mesh back panel. So you've got lots of space behind there. It's also adjustable, so there's a toggle at the top here. You can pop that open, you can relax that, or tension it up more as you like. It also allows for us to have our U-flow system. So if I just fold those out of the way there, on our shoulder straps. So that's what we call our moving shoulder straps. So these, when you lift a shoulder or drop a shoulder, then the shoulder straps are going to move with your body. So they're not just locked into the pack itself. And the way we do that is we have them interconnected through the bottom of the backpack. So through this cord here, it goes through the bottom. And that just means that when you move a shoulder or drop a shoulder, then your body's free to have that movement. So less fatiguing throughout the day. The shoulder straps themselves, just made with 3D mesh and some nice foam. So nice comfortable shoulder straps. So then we have our on-adjust back length adjuster. So we have a cam device in the back here, and then this track that the shoulder straps are going to move up and down on. We have two webbings, one at the top, this top one here, and this one at the bottom, and those control the back length. So if I bring this to the top, that's going to be the longest this short back length can be. And then if I pull this webbing here at the bottom, that's going to start to shorten the back length. So that brings it down the track, locks it in with that cam device, and then there you are. We also added a little tab here this year that we could just tuck that away once we've adjusted it, and that just keeps it from blowing around in the wind. We call it our on adjust system because you can wear this pack and control the back length yourself. So I can throw this pack on, do up my hip belt system, do a little shoulder strap adjustment, and then with any slack left in there, I can grab that webbing here and just shorten that. Dial in your perfect fit for your back length. In addition, we've added a short back frame this year. So last year we had one size fits most, one system. This year we have a short back length and a medium back length in the Mountain Magic 50. Right, so then if we move down to the hip belt, to start with, we have dual adjust, and I'll just hook this. We have our quadra buckle that we've designed, so we've got 4 pieces of webbing coming into one point. That helps to spread this load this way, but allows us to have this adjustment on the side here, so I can adjust more at the top of the hip or more at the bottom of the hip. So that's easy enough to tighten up or slack off as you like. We've got a quick release buckle, so that's held together under tension, and all I have to do is pop it apart to release it. So then if we go back to talking about the pocket tensioner system again, so remember that device is going to pull the pockets to the side a little bit. There's 2 attachment points here and here. So if you've got this tension down as super small, then best attachment point is going to come to the side here. And then if you've got it spaced out more, then you can go to the bottom. So you've got a choice there. Looking at that front hip pad here, this is where the pocket is going to attach into this system here. We actually have a stave in there that helps to spread the load and carry that pocket. And then the top part is going to be here. So there's 3 attachment points all together. This one with the ring that moves up and down, the side tensioner, and then that's going to carry the main weight. So the way our pockets work is we have a frame. So the pockets are built on a frame. It's pre-curved. If you can see that in the picture there. That way it sits away from your body, and it also loads the weight that you put in these pockets into your hip belt. So it's not just hanging on your shoulders, it's actually loading the weight into your hip belt, helping to balance the load that you're carrying in the pack. It kind of pulls forward a little bit and helps to balance out the pack. But the attachments are through the bottom into the hip belt fin and through the top. And the reason that's on a ring is so that the shoulder straps can travel up and down still, and the hip belt takes all the weight. So that is a quick look at our Mountain Magic 50. It is available in stores now, updated design, and online. So check us out at aarnpacks.com.